Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Sean, maybe 10. Today's episode is going to be about the breakup. This is for anyone who's a vendor. It can be for dealers as well, breaking up with a customer, but it just happened to me for basically the first time. Technically, under our product offering, this is the first time it's happened to me now in 3 years. I received an email late last night from a client of over 2.5 years, so we can start there. Getting an email kind of sucks, right? You think you build that rapport up. And again, I know that this is not the space for complaining and bitching. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, get it off my chest, kind of therapize myself. But more importantly, I'm trying to figure out how everybody else deals with it, because I haven't dealt with the partner breakup situation. Sure, I've broken up with plenty of ladies along the way, and friendships, etc., that don't work out. But it's interesting in a business sense because I get frustrated not at the actual breakup, right? It has nothing to do with losing money from the contract. My company is profitable. These are not my issues. My issue comes in the why. Why is it that the breakup had to occur? The letter states that I received, the good old John Deere letter, states that they didn't sell more cars. They have less leads. Their views are down. And their manufacturer and their manufacturer's middleman have recommended that they part ways with myself and their marketing firm. Marketing firms, I get. Fine. Because they promise sales. They promise these things. In my first meeting with this company over 2.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago, excuse me, I made it extremely clear, as I do in almost all of my meetings, that I'm not going to help you sell more cars because I can't affect that. I cannot affect the sale of a car. It's insane. For outside consulting agencies who are trying to look at data, trying to advise on a direction for a marketing, should have no ties to selling cars, because that is the true problem with this store. And again, I know why I have been let go is because my message is so consistent that people get tired of hearing it when they don't want to address the larger issue. So the thought is, get rid of the marketing people, get rid of the data people, bring in all new marketers, bring in all new data people, right? Maybe we'll do it internally, maybe we'll use a sister store's employee, whoever, I don't know and I don't care, right? But you're going to change these parts of it. Then in 2 years from now, you'll get mad again, you'll change out your vendors. This particular store has had about 12 sales managers in the time that I've worked with them, okay? So there's a lack of consistency. They've had an understaffed BDC, an overworked BDC manager. These are the sorts of things that exist, right? And so, yes, do I sound jaded and pissed off? Probably, because I am. Because it's fresh. It just happened to me. And it's not something I'm used to. But it doesn't change the fact that it doesn't make any sense. It's not based in fact. So I decided to do some digging. I went and I dug into the numbers that were being, I guess, mentioned when they said views. I jumped into the lead discussions. All third-party lead vendors have seen more leads than they ever have. All website vendors have seen more leads than they ever have. They don't track phone calls. On average, they're getting 180 phone calls a month. That's just from what I can see in Google, okay? Forget anything else. That isn't even in the addition to the other, the car gurus, the cars.com calls. So all of those leads are up. All of those calls are up. But when they look at wherever they're looking to do this, and again, I've done it. I've been on the manufacturer side. I've walked into stores and made these sorts of recommendations. However, if I walked into a store with these sorts of results, I wouldn't go to the data. I wouldn't go to the marketing. I'd go to the salespeople, the sales manager, the sales process, the BDC, the BDC's process. That's where these problems really exist. And you guys have heard me say it before about selling or an opportunity problem. This is that, man. This is a real life living example of what happens when you decide arbitrarily and not based in fact because it's how you feel or it's because of the recommendation of someone else. This isn't the way that we do it. We've never asked that he fire anyone. He's asked us for recommendations. We've given them to him. Now, someone else is giving recommendations and they're saying to fire people. And this is a topic for later on, and there will be a podcast about it. But what is the OEM's place in our world digitally? Where do we allow them? How can they get involved? Where is it positive? Where can it be negative? These are the sorts of questions that I have based on this experience. So here I am, right? I get fired via email after 2 years. You'd hope you get a phone call. Then I wake up and I'm still not over it, right? It's only been 12 hours, but I'm actually even more pissed off about it. So then I dig into the data. I see all of those results are completely insane and through the roof. Okay, cut budget. Got more leads from your website. Now, did you get less leads overall? Sure, but you cut out a TrueCar, okay? You cut out another third-party lead aggregator. So, of course, the lead totals by the numbers, the whole big number, is down. But do you know if you have less showroom visits? Do you know if you have less lead conversion from lead to show to sold? I don't care about the sold, but have you looked at these numbers? You're telling me based on, so this is a 3-store group, right? So in the 3 stores, 2 stores, killing it, off the charts. 1 store sucks. Yeah, okay, fine. The brand that this particular is, a little bit high-end brand, sucks right now in general. Got the oldest inventory out there, okay? Oldest model line available. Seeing this trend across all of my stores that are with this manufacturer. But again, the best way to change things is to fire and just blow up everything you've been doing. Now, this is what happened with this guy 2.5 years ago when I got there. So I knew it was going to happen to me. It was only a matter of time. But it still begs the question, what now? Where are you going? How many other third-party data analyzers are there? Your manufacturer ain't one of them, and their middleman ain't one of them either. They're closer related to each other than they are related to the store. So he has no guidance. He has no direction. Yet he puts in a 30-day cancellation. I don't get it. I wish people would just be honest. Because what it probably is, hey, Sean, I'm tired of listening to you tell me what to do on the videos because I'm not going to do it, because I'm not going to address the bigger issue. What I'm going to do is keep putting Band-Aids over the smaller issue. If any of you have ever seen National Lampoon's Vegas, it's like the damn tour, right? You got the gum in one spot, then another hole, then the gum, then another hole. Sooner or later, that wall's going to break out, okay? It's a culture thing. I don't like the buzzword. I don't, but it's reality, right? It's a culture thing. So any of you who have dealt with breakups, whether you're a vendor, maybe you're a dealer who's had good customers break up, or you're a dealer that's broken up with your vendor. Again, I know I sound jaded, and it's only because I'm concerned about his well-being. I've known the guy a while, and now I'm concerned about what is next. Because I know there's not a lot of people like me out there, but I know there's a lot of shitheads out there. So that's what I'm trying to consider. And maybe you consider me one of those having after listened to this. That's fine. But I know where I stand. I know the job that I do. And so now I can no longer tout my, 95, 100% retention rate. Now I got to be like in the, high 80s. It's fine. Again, it's just not a financial thing. Let me make that very clear. This company does well. Losing customers is part of it. I get it. But losing customers who already, when you met them, had no direction, have not done anything to engage you, and still have no direction, I just get concerned about their future. So I appreciate everyone for listening today. It is one of those things that come up, gets a little hot, gets a little bothered, but it's what this is for. I told you this is what I was going to use this for, was to use it as sort of my own therapy, and so I've done so. But as always, I look forward to any and all engagement. Remember the text and phone line, 262-278-0157. The email, sean@carbiz, C-A-R-B-I-Z, donebetter.com. We are not on social media, and let this be an example of why. If I were on social media, I would have spent all last night bitching and moaning, complaining. I took 8 minutes, 45 seconds to do it today. From now, I'm going to move on past it, but I'd love to hear your feedback, and if this discussion needs to come back up because of your feedback, it will. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.